I was terrified. I mean, when they called me before, the person I was covering was Violetta Ormana, amazing singer, and she wasn't feeling well for the whole production, basically. And the second to last performance, instead of putting me on, they put on another soprano, Sandra Ravanovsky, who's fantastic. I mean, come on, you know, of course. But I was upset because I was the one that was the cover. So, yeah, I mean, we'd rehearsed a bit in, you know, our little rehearsal room and everything, but not on the stage. So it was a completely different beast once I finally got to do it. But when they called me, it was about a day and a half before, and they said, Miss Romana has canceled the last performance, so we would like you to sing it. And I was like, ah! So I'm backstage with my colleagues, and they're really awesome, supportive, you know, and I was so excited. And they were like, man, you should calm down. You really, you know, need to save your energy. And I was just like, I can't. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So I was excited until I walked out on the stage. And as soon as I walked out there, I was fine. And I came around the corner, and I went. And I just kind of looked crazy. And then I walked over to the Omneries with the staging I was supposed to do. And for some reason, in my head, I was thinking, oh my God, there are 11 million people listening to me on the radio right now.
It is happening.
Yeah, you know, I was just like, what am I doing here? You know? And then I turned, and of course, Stephanie Blythe is Omneries, and she's singing right in my face. So I couldn't hear anything but Stephanie and the noises going on in my head, you know? And I was just like, so I started to sing. Luckily, Aida's, you know, kind of nervous at the beginning of the opera, so it totally worked, you know? But as soon as I started to sing, I was okay. I mean, I was very nervous probably for about 2 acts, you know, just so excited and so nervous. But it was an unbelievable feeling because I was so upset going into this and having so many other problems, you know, that, I mean, getting a debut like this was exactly what I needed. I mean, I wanted to quit singing. You know, and honestly, you know, so I was just like, what am I even doing this for? If it doesn't matter that I'm here, they're going to bring in somebody else anyway, you know, what's the point? You know, so to get an opportunity like this, like really like refueled my fire, I guess, you know, and the audience was so, I could feel that they were on my side because I was making a debut like this in this manner, and they were rooting for me. I could feel it, I could see it in their faces, and everybody was just like so, you know, they were really there. Jonathan was there for me, came all the way up from Dallas. I mean, I couldn't even believe it when I saw him.
Were
you know?
there the Holy Mother, God,
the
Jesus.
Holy Mother.
They were. Everybody was there.
Jesus and the swaddling.
Oh,
I mean, I'm telling you, like
I know.
It was totally epic. It was one of the greatest days of my entire life for sure. I mean, and they were just they were so awesome. It was an awesome response at the end. I don't know what was going on during the show, and I would just go straight to my dressing room and just try to block it out and, you know, stay focused and everything. I actually still haven't listened to it, so I don't know what it sounded like, but, you know, but the memories are still with me. So, I mean, it was incredible. I was completely shocked, you know, and if I could turn red, I would. Yeah, I would have. I mean, I would have just been beat red because I was floored. I couldn't even believe that kind of response, you know, and to see all these smiling faces, you know, and I had a lot of friends there, and, you know, I was blown away. I mean, just as an audience member, I hadn't really heard too many responses like that, so that's why I knew it was because they were really rooting for the young rookie, you know, so it was unbelievable.
Well, it led to editorial in Opera News and the New York Times, and everybody was just knocked out by it. But it was pretty extraordinary to be there, and I can't imagine what the nerves must be like with all of that pressure and responsibility. The best part, of course, is that the next day her manager's phone rang off the hook, and she's booked for the next 5 years. and I kept sitting there going, and we've got her coming to do Aida. Yes!
Yeah, that's the funniest part. I mean, Jonathan cast me for this 3 years ago. Over 3 years ago, okay? So a lot of people were thinking, oh, now she's singing Aida in Dallas. I'm like, no. He was on top of this before I even sang a major production of Aida, you know? And I was asking him the other night, I was like, how did you know? Like, how do you know so far in advance that these people are gonna be able to do it? And your response was? I'm good. Totally.
Thank you, Kenny.